Okay, so today's task was to make cordage out of some man-made materials. So what I got here is a piece of 1-inch fabric from my wife's quilting stash. And yes, she gave me her permission, so I didn't break any quilting laws getting it. I actually took two pieces and tied them together at the top. I could just as easily have done one very long piece and kind of folded it in half. So this method of making cordage that I use today is called twining, and it's twisting. There's also another type, it's called plaiting or braiding, where you would use 3. And actually you can do twining with 3 strands as well. It's just a little bit more difficult, so this is really kind of the simplest way to do it. So in the way this really simply works is you just kind of give it a little bit of a twist. So we'll start down here. Let's say this is 2 brand new pieces we're working with here. You kind of give it a twist on the top and then make it the bottom. Now this top piece, give it a twist, make it the bottom. Give it a twist, make it the bottom. I'll bet that wind is just playing heck with my microphone. We're going to find out. It's going to sound cool, I guess. Twist, make it the bottom. Twist, make it the bottom. Twist, make it the bottom. Twist. 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 And you're holding it with the left hand, or if you're right-handed, or I'm sorry, if you're left-handed, you're holding it with the right hand. Kind of pinching it with your finger and thumb so it doesn't come unraveled on you. And once you get it, all tied, it's not going to come unraveled once it's all twisted and you've made cordage out of it. It'll stay together, just like rope does. This is obviously a small piece. It's less than 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch. So it shouldn't really be considered rope. And I mean, don't get wrapped around the axle about all the terminology. It's cordage, because that's what we're doing. We're just making something it's a primitive skill or survival situation. So again, whether it's called, cordage, rope, twine, any other myriad of names you could possibly think of. Bottom line is, it was twisted by a technique we call twining. It's made from 1 inch of plain cotton fabric. It's very strong. It's even stronger when it's wet. But this would be perfect for, lashing, I don't know, some small sticks together. Or, if you kept going with a lot longer pieces, you just add another piece here to this and twist the two together, and then as it comes together, it'll make one solid long piece of rope. And you could use this for anything, carrying your blanket, your pots and pans, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, there we go. That's making cordage with man-made materials. So making twining out of regular plastic bags that you get from the grocery store or Walmart in this case, doesn't matter where you get it. So the way I did this one piece that I'll show you here was I just took a bag and I kind of folded it a few times so that it was relatively narrow, and then I kind of folded it not quite in half. You want one end to be a little bit longer than the other. And so I'm using twining, and the way you do this is kind of just give it a good twist and then fold it over. And so top piece, twist, make it the bottom while you're holding it with the thumb. Twist, make it the bottom. Twist, make it the bottom. Twist, make it the bottom, and just keep going around like that. And yeah, it's a little hard on the fingers. It gets a little old after a while, but you get used to it too. So when you see it starts to look like kind of regular rope. And then to make this longer, the reason why I made one side shorter than the other is I'm going to take another bag and basically prepare it the same way. Kind of shake it out, fold it in half a couple times. This time I'm going to start from the handle end because it's just a little bit thinner. And what I want to do is I just kind of want to blend these together. So twist them a little bit, make it the bottom. Twist, make it the bottom. Twist, make it the bottom. Just keep going, just like that. And now at this point I would take another bag, and see how that airs up? All I got to do is just rip a hole in it and it'll stop. But at this point I would take another bag and start twisting it into this one. So, and then eventually you're going to end up with a piece of cordage, sorry about that, that ends up looking like this. And you know, of course, you can just keep going longer and longer and longer. And this is a nice size for, you know, making a survival shelter if you need to tie a couple saplings to a big tree for your top, you know, bar or something for your lean-to. You could tie this as a lashing. So this is some man-made material you can find just about anywhere on the side of the road because people lose the stuff or throw it away, whatever. And here in a second I'll show you how strong it is. Okay, so now we're going to see just how strong this trash bag cordage is. This twined trash bags that you get at Walmart, Kmart, your local grocery store, whatever. Maybe I shouldn't use brand names, but anyway. So we're going to see how strong it is. I just tied a square knot in it. Simple square knot. I know it looks ugly, but hey, you know, it's survival, right? And I'm going to stick it on that piece of birch that's hanging over the wall back there, along with this stick, because it's kind of hard to hold onto this thin piece of rope, and see if it'll hold up 230 plus pounds. Here we go. What do you know? Holds up a fat guy. All right.